What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is your boy, the Dread Man, representing WWG, the Wrestling with Greatness podcast. This is my WrestleMania 41 Night 1 recap. Now, much to my surprise, the opening match for Night 1 was the heavyweight title match between Jey Uso and Gunther. I think that this match should have at least co-main evented Night 2. It should have went on before Cena versus Cody, which I'll get to in another video. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I would say this is a good, solid match. Not great, not particularly anything mind-blowing, but still it was a pretty good match. But the one thing I did like about this match in particular was the fact that Jey Uso opened up his move arsenal just a little bit more. And of course, Gunther's going to be Gunther. A couple little heel tactics here and there, which I mean, Gunther is a heel, but he is a 5-star technical smash mouth kind of wrestler. You don't expect him to pull out those tactics for Jey Uso, but I like that we see another side to Gunther's personality too. He's not just this cyborg machine kind of guy. He has personality, which I like. And Jay's entrance also was chef's kiss. But overall, I will give this match a 7 out of 10. Next up, you got the War Raiders versus the New Day. This is probably about I'd say about a 15-minute match. I mean, some nice back and forth action here and there with some heel tactics from the New Day. And they actually pulled off the win. They got the dub. I expected just a little bit more foul play or dirty play. And a lot of people were expecting that Big E interference, but to no avail. Like I said, this match was all right. But I'm more curious to know what's going to be next for the War Raiders. Because, I mean, they can always get the title back. And, the New Day, they deserve this moment for WrestleMania. But, I mean, this match was okay. Not a bad match, not a good or great match. It was okay. I'll give this match a 6 out of 10. Next up, we had the grudge match between Naomi and Jade Cargill. Naomi, character-wise and in-ring work, was in her freaking bag for this match, and I loved it. She made Jade look freaking amazing, and she made herself look pretty damn good as well. I can't wait to see what's next for her in the next 2 or 3 months. Me personally, I think that she should be at least the Money in the Bank winner or the Queen of the Ring this year. And the trading between the moves, I'm glad they just didn't let Jade run right through her. I mean, everybody, it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that she's going to win the match anyway. But I'm glad they traded some moves. They got some work on the outside, a couple little high-flying spots, and those power moves. My God, from Jade. Like, once again, chef's kiss. I love this match. Not the best one, but overall, it gets a 7.5 out of 10 for me. Then we had Rey Fénix stepping in for Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. And I actually liked what the hell I saw in this match, despite Rey Fénix being a last-minute replacement. And El Grande Americano, he showed his ass in this match. I mean, of course, you expect some technical wrestling from him, with German suplexes and fisherman suplexes and all that. But he actually had some high-flying lucha aerial moves, mixing in the technical wrestling with the lucha moves. That's a thing of beauty. And of course, Rey Fénix is going to be Rey Fénix regardless, man. I'm glad that he actually blessed us with his WrestleMania presence. It's just a shame that he didn't get the W. But a lot of people said that this match was just a big advertisement for AAA, and we get to see El Vikingo in the crowd, so that was also a plus. But El Grande Americano winning the match makes sense here because he gets to continue on his feud with the rest of the original Mexican luchadors. But I'll give this match a 7 out of 10. Then we had Jacob Fatu picking up the clean dub over L.A. Knight. Yeah, no shenanigans, no outside interference, just a straight-up wrestling match with some amazing and gnarly-ass spots. A lot of people didn't think that LA Knight was going to be able to hang with Jacob in the ring, but he more than hung with him. He pretty much surpassed it. It's just that, Jacob Fatu is the better man. He's the better booked man. You want him to be your monster, your heavy hitter going forward in the future. But, LA Knight had a lot of good spots. The best one was when he hit Jacob with that BFT mid-air moonsault. That joke was crazy. That required split-second precision timing. That one could have easily went wrong, but I'm glad he pulled it off. And now the ongoing story here is what's next for Jacob Fatu in the Bloodline 2.0. Is he going to be the anchor, or is he going to turn on them at some point? Because a lot of people are calling for him versus Solo at SummerSlam for the U.S. title, which a win either way, well, either guy winning wouldn't make me mad. But I will give this match, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Then we had the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. Everybody thought that Charlotte Flair's victory was going to be all but a foregone conclusion, but these two girls beat the living hell out of each other. There was a couple of rough and tumble spots, and I didn't notice it until I went back. But a lot of people were saying that that there was a small botch spot with Charlotte Flair. I mean, it gets a pass from me because of the back and forth chemistry that these ladies had. A lot of people said that they didn't really like this match that much. I enjoyed it for what it was because of the bad blood between it, and these two actually can work somewhat good together. So I can overlook some of the flaws. But here's the thing: is does this feud end here? A lot of people saying that Charlotte winning kind of would have made sense because it would have made her attract even more heel heat, and Tiffany could just pretty much win it back, at SummerSlam or another big pay-per-view. But I like the win here from Tiffany because it passes the torch pretty much. Me personally, I will give this match a 7 out of 10. And last but not least, you got the triple threat main event of night one. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth freaking Rollins, with Paul Heyman pretty much being a special enforcer. He came down to the ring at CM Punk's side, but the question is, would this carry on throughout the match? Paul Heyman was going to eventually have to make a choice, and he made his choice. The match itself was wrestled beautifully. It's just like the chemistry that these three have in the ring, especially the triple threat match, is poetry in motion. Is the thing of beauty. Like, you had the power moves from Roman Reigns, and one of my favorite spots of him during that match was him clearing the barricade and hitting both CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a freaking wizard in that ring. Love him, hate him, anything in between. CM Punk is CM Punk. He knows how to rile up the crowd. I still want to see him and Seth Rollins go at it again in a singles match just one more time. They need to have like a little cage match or something. And also, once again, the underlying story here was pretty much the inclusion of the Shield and Roman Reigns blaming Seth Rollins for the destruction of the Shield. And of course, with the match being no disqualifications, you knew that there was going to be some foul play and some buffoonery. But yes, when we all knew what time it was, when Paul Heyman threw that chair in the ring, and then he saw Roman Reigns and CM Punk on opposite side of the ring, and then he just slid the chair to CM Punk but low blowed him. And that looked like one that he really regretted doing. And then Roman Reigns, pretty much with a shark to smell blood in the water, cracked CM Punk over the back with a couple of chair shots. And then Paul Heyman turned his attention to Seth Rollins and told him to finish him just like the same way he finished off the Shield. But then Paul Heyman, with the heist of the century, low blow to Roman Reigns, and then Seth Rollins took advantage. 1, 2, 3. So this feud, there's still a lot of possibilities for them to do. They can take multiple avenues with this because as it still continues to this day, that Seth Rollins demon is the one thing that Roman Reigns can never put to bed. And CM Punk, I kind of want to see him do other things, especially with him going after a world title. But I don't think that the fact that he didn't really get pinned, this loss doesn't hurt him. And even though this is Roman Reigns' second loss straight, I think it does wonders for him because now he really doesn't have anything left. No bloodline, no world title, no wise man, no nothing. He's a man who's been stripped to his bare bones. And I think that's going to carry into this feud next year with The Rock. But anyway, I will give this match a 9.5 out of 10. But my overall rating for WrestleMania Night 1 is a 7 out of 10. You guys let me know how you feel. I'll be back with my Night 2 review soon. This has been the Dread Man representing Wrestling with Greatness. Peace out.